story time. Big vibes, stay blessed, say less. Your boy Black Finesse. We here with another video of Yarnhub, man. World War II stories. We keep doing it. Keep going in. This was called when a P-40 battled 15 Japanese fighters. So obviously this is the Pacific War, where we had to go up against the Japs. Here we go.
It's the 17th of May, 1944, and Lieutenant Phil Adair is in charge of a flight of Burma Banshees, 4 planes painted with screaming, sharp-toothed skulls. Today, their mission is to bomb Japanese ground targets.
Okay.
Adair grips the control stick and turns the nose of his aircraft towards the dense, sprawling canopy of the Burma jungle. Peering through the haze of the landscape,
right? Yeah.
He sees flashes of gunfire and explosions punctuating the thick green expanse. American-trained Chinese forces are in a desperate battle against the Japanese army. Sweat drips down Adair's back as he and the other Banshees line up their attack. The less experienced pilots trail behind, with Adair leading the run.
I can imagine the fact that you can't
the
see.
Japanese soldiers on the ground shield their eyes from the glaring sun as they squint towards the sky. Above them, the fierce skulls swoop in. Adair unleashes his deadly payload, and the bombs are on target. The ground shakes violently beneath the Japanese soldiers' feet as explosions erupt in a fiery cascade. As Adair pulls up and his nose is pointing at around 45 degrees, he looks up and sees Japanese planes. To his side, his wingman is about to start a bombing run. Adair describes in his own words what happened next.
3 flights of zeros, there were 15 of them. They had us bracketed and had already started to peel off on us. They weren't coming after me, they were coming after my wingman and the other 2 guys, so I yelled at him.
Bandits, 11 o'clock high.
That's
Adair
dope.
is an experienced pilot.
To actually hear a
His wingman,
story from him
O'Connor,
and just do
who
it.
Adair affectionately called Little Oki, doesn't have the benefit of Adair's experience.
I called him and I said, "Little Oki, make sure you've got your tanks and your bombs off.
And turn right into the clouds to get away from zeros."
O'Connor immediately drops his bombs, but his tank is stuck. 4 enemy planes are already closing in on him. He enters a hard turn to evade the incoming Japanese fighters. Adair sees all 5 planes disappear into a cloud bank. The remaining Japanese fighters fan out and lock on to the remaining Americans. But Adair is already coming to the rescue of his wingman. He accelerates and turns into the cloud bank to follow O'Connor. But when he comes out the other side, there's no sign of Little Oki. Adair describes the scene.
When I came out into the open again, I was looking to see if I could spot any P-40s, and I didn't, but I spotted a flight of 4 zeros on the other side of this open clearing, and they were heading towards me, so I headed towards them.
Adair gets the leader in his sights.
Head to head?
Waits. And fires. Tracers snake out towards the Japanese, but before they're in range, the Japanese fighters pull away. Adair flies into cloud to evade further pursuit, but when he emerges into clear skies once again, there are Japanese fighters still around. Another flight of 4 aircraft.
I wonder what those lines are for. Someone explain to me what those lines are for.
I did the same thing with them. I headed towards them, and the first 3, they all broke to the left before they got in range. But the number 4 man didn't do that. He kept coming. So I waited until I was sure that he was in range, and the instant I squeezed the trigger, his airplane just disintegrated. I must have hit him dead center because the airplane just flew apart.
With 1 plane down, Adair quickly maneuvers back into the cloud bank.
I could see an airplane that had spotted me and headed towards me.
It's just like so many of them.
Towards him, and he kept coming and coming.
But I think they'd be trying to
when he got
murder. They'd be trying to self-destruct.
Well, he's well within range now, so I squeezed the trigger and I
was
shooting
head
at
up.
him. And he was shooting at me. I couldn't see the bullets, but I knew what he was doing. I could see tracers. And all of a sudden, the canopy got so big in my gun sight that I knew he was real close. And he went right over the top of my airplane. And when he did, he was close enough that I could both hear and feel this whomp as he went by. As he went by, I rolled over and started to get down to a lower level. And as I did, When I was upside down, I could see her zero.
Oh, shit.
It was painted a bright green on the top, shiny as could be.
Whoa,
Yikes.
that's cool.
That is.
After he went by, I looked and there was a zero coming from the other direction down lower than me.
Using the advantage of altitude, Adair turns the plane and expertly swings in towards the rear of the Japanese
He
fighter.
can fly that joint, man.
The Japanese Hayabusa, or Peregrine Falcon, drifts towards Adair's sights,
Can you get him?
and Adair catches the
Nice
Japanese
shot.
plane with a deflection
Okay.
shot. The wing disintegrates and the fuselage rolls over,
It's
plummeting
weird. It's like the
towards the
Japs
rocks
couldn't
below.
fly. 'Cause how was one guy taking out a lot of y'all and y'all can see
So
him?
I knew that was two that I had shot down there, and I had shot at several others, and no idea whether I'd hit them or not.
Adair is now on his own and in the
It's
open.
like they can't see him. I guess he's
At this
camouflaged
stage,
or something because the
He's
Japs
pretty
ain't
shot up,
rarely
and
hit a
fuel is
touchdown.
running low.
Oh.
He needs to get back to base. Turning to the north and home, he's horrified to see 5 more Japanese planes. Outnumbered and without an altitude advantage, all Adair can do is turn and run.
Fuck!
The stick trembles in Adair's hand as he guides his wounded P-40 to the south.
Oh, man.
The Japanese planes catch up fast. Their tracers are streaking past Adair's cockpit in deadly arcs. He
Damn.
throws his P-40
Keep
into
flying
a
that joint,
last
man.
resort defensive maneuver, pulling hard on the controls until the plane shudders around him. The world becomes a blur of metal and sky as he twists and rises through the air, desperately trying to shake off his pursuers.
Fuck! Get out there, man.
Japanese fighters slash through his field of vision again and again, their guns spitting tracers and lead. Then,
That boy
through
is-
all the chaos, he spots what could be salvation, albeit laced with danger. It's a thick bank of clouds with a massive rock formation
Okay.
jutting through its surface.
How you gonna do this?
Despite the extreme danger, Adair, outnumbered
They're
and shot
missing
up,
shots
weighs
like
his
shit
options
right now.
and dives towards the cover below. He manages somehow to get into the clouds.
Good flying.
With skill and some luck, he misses the rock, and when he emerges on the other side, he heads back north into the clear skies.
Bamboo 2, come in. O'Connor, do you copy?
Did his boy
I
pass?
started a little bit calling my flight. Nobody around, so I thought I had, for the first time, lost all of my flight. And I was the only one left.
Yeah.
I didn't feel too good about the SIV.
A cold numbness spreads through him as he turns his battered fighter towards Nagaguli. He scans the horizon, searching for any sign of his missing friends. Through the haze, a familiar red-nosed P-40 appears.
Nice.
Adair is ecstatic to see it's O'Connor.
Yeah,
leaping
he
across the
survived.
sky. Adair flies up to survey O'Connor's crippled aircraft. His plane's belly tank is still attached, but the fuselage is peppered with punctures. A ragged hole gapes where a 20mm
shit, he's
shell is
hit.
torn through the canopy, and O'Connor slumps in the cockpit, blood soaking his flight suit. Through a red mist, O'Connor sees Adair's plane and sits up and gestures at his dead instruments. But there's no smoke coming from the engine, nor any fluid streaking the metal skin. They bank north towards Nagaguli, 2 survivors in an otherwise empty sky.
Wow.
The radio crackles and a weak voice breaks through the static.
Bamboo leader, this is Bamboo 3. Do you read?
It's Tom Rogers. He tells Adair that he's circling above Sadia in his P-40, too unsure of the state of his aircraft to attempt a landing alone. Adair looks across O'Connor's wounded plane, knowing the diversion is going to cost some precious fuel.
Uh-oh.
But he can't leave a friend stranded, and the 2 Banshees set off towards Rogers.
Okay, so
Banking
it's 3
towards
of them.
Sadia, they spot Rogers' battered P-40, its wings and fuselage bearing the bullet holes that mark all 3 aircraft. As they draw closer, Adair's trained eye catches the telltale sag of Rogers' landing gear. Both of his tires are completely flat.
Ah.
Adair signals that he's going to lead them both into touchdown, with Oki in front as his airspeed indicator is still working, and Rogers behind as the flat tires will bring him to a quick halt.
Okay.
Guiding the 2 planes into a final approach, Adair pulls up at the last minute and circles above. He's relieved to see both of his friends land
Nice.
safely. He then touches down himself. As the plane comes to a stop, Adair spots that Martinez is already down and unscathed. Rogers isn't injured either, but his plane took 123 bullet hits.
Shit.
Adair jumps out of his plane and runs towards O'Connor's broken P-40 to see him terribly hurt.
Damn, come on.
He was pretty badly hurt. He didn't get back to flying again. As far as I know, he probably never did.
Yeah, I
He
don't blame him.
survived, but he died several years later from the wounds on his left side where the cannon shell went off and took the canopy away.
Despite O'Connor's injuries, 4 men flew out
Rest in
and
peace.
4 men flew home to tell the tale.
That Adair is some pilot. Did you hear about the time he turned upside down to make it home?
What?
Watched it?
Yo. Hey, man, good flying by the dude, man. At least there's 3 people that survived. He managed to take out, you know, a few of those Japs, but those Japs can't shoot for shit. Like, their aim is bad. Like, it was like 3 against 1, 3, 4, 5 against 1, and y'all couldn't hit him? I'm not saying he should have been hit, but damn, like, he managed to take 1 out of 5 people out of, like, each group, you know? But, beautiful video. Make sure to subscribe for me, please. Comment, like, subscribe below. This boy Black Finesse. We're out.